Canada, the current government, will never support these types of resolutions, although we have people that do. So I agree with everything my colleagues have said, and we're so grateful to have the opportunity to be here because our political world is always about the truth. And coming here to get the facts on the ground and seeing people working together makes it very clear that blocking people from working together is not conducive to a better future and to harmony. So, on behalf of all of my colleagues, I just want to agree with everything they've said, and here is the resolution that we have put together, and we all have signed on to. Whereas we, the undersigned participants of the Israel Allies Foundation Jerusalem Chairman's Conference, unequivocally declare our support for the Jewish people to live in peace, safety, and security in the land of Israel and their undivided capital, Jerusalem. Whereas members of the Jewish, Christian, and other faiths recognize the unique, historic, and spiritual significance of the land of Israel and the city of Jerusalem to the Jewish people. Whereas boycotts and related tactics have become a tool of political and economic warfare that threaten the sovereignty and security of Israel and her allies and trade partners. Whereas the state of Israel is the most prominent target of such activity, which has become commonly known as the boycott, divestment, and sanctions campaign. Whereas such boycotts are antithetical to peace, dialogue, and reconciliation between peoples. Whereas the delegitimatization and double standards applied to Israel, the nation state of the Jewish people, are immoral, unjust, and reminiscent of anti-Semitic rhetoric applied to the Jewish people in the past. Whereas companies that refuse to deal with Israel are entities that do business with or in Israel on the basis of national origin make inconsistent and discriminatory decisions that impair those companies' ethical and commercial soundness. Whereas it's the public policy of many countries, as enshrined in their laws, to oppose boycotts against Israel and national origin discrimination more generally, and their respective governments have concluded as a matter of national trade policy that cooperation with Israel materially benefits their companies and improves their economic competitiveness. Whereas Israel in particular is known for its dynamic and innovative approach in many business sectors, and therefore a company's decision to discriminate against Israel, Israeli entities or entities that do business with and or in Israel is an unsound business practice, making such company an unduly risky contracting partner or vehicle for investment, and is against fundamental WTO rules and international trade laws. Therefore, we, the undersigned participants of the Israel Allies Foundation Jerusalem Chairman's Conference, call on our respective governments to unequivocally oppose BDS in all its forms. More specifically, we call on our respective governments to further promote economic cooperation with Israel and reinforce policies examining a company's promotion or compliance with unsanctioned boycotts, divestment from, or sanctions against Israel as part of its consideration in awarding grants and contracts. We furthermore seek the divestment of our government's state assets from companies that support or promote actions to boycott, divest from, or sanction Israel. Signed by all of the attendees.
I'd like to add,
Minister.